for the book Breaking the Silence: Voices of Survivors. I'm going to throw up what the image of the cover looks like so you can make sure that you are purchasing the correct book. Uh, that's what it looks like. And I love the fact that on the cover, you can see there all the images of the authors, all their headshots are in the wings of the butterfly. And that is purposeful and significant because a butterfly is a sign of healing. Think of the chrysalis that it comes out of, the metamorphosis of being in a cocoon and fighting your way out to be able to fly free from the change that has happened while you're in that cocoon. We have all been in our cocoons from whatever we have experienced, whatever it is that we're writing about in our chapters. There are 21 of us involved in this, 21 including Michelle, who's the coordinator of it all. And no matter what it is that we were in our cocoon about, we fought our way out and we are now flying. Now, some of it might be kind of choppy winds because some of this is really new to some of us. Some of us have shared our stories a little more frequently or more more times, um, but it's still significant. And as I speak, there's a lot of emotions stirring up in me that I'm a little surprised by. Um, but this is a significant day. It's one thing to share your story with your friends. It's one thing to share your story with your pastor or a counselor. But when you share it publicly on an international stage and you don't know who's going to read it and you don't know who it might impact, that's a real crazy thought. For the privilege of being able to do that and for having done the hard work enough to be able to be to the point where I can do that, where many of us can do that. So we thank you for joining us on the journey. We do invite you to please purchase the book between noon and 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. to noon Pacific Time. Today, Tuesday, January 16th, we are on our bestseller campaign. Yesterday, the book was already listed as a top release in one of the genres that we released it under. We are really hoping to hit bestseller today because that means our stories are getting into hands of people who need to hear them or who will share them with someone who needs to hear them. Maybe it's a book that you'll give as a gift. Maybe it's one you'll put on your end table. Maybe if you're a counselor or a therapist or a social worker or life coach or something, it's a waiting room book or something. You never know the impact of your story. So we appreciate your involvement, your support today in helping us get stories out to people who may not be able to speak up just yet, but through reading words on a page, they'll be encouraged to take their next step.